I'm challenging every one of us today. Get rid of your broken pieces and settle for peace of mind. If you desire that things change, if you keep wondering why things are not working the way you plan, then it's high time you stopped. Take a pause and ask yourself the simple truth, the simple question, which is, why am I where I am? Yes. Why am I doing what I'm doing? If it's a business, why am I in this business? If it's in the ministry, why am I doing this? You know what? We need to stop the superficial. We need to begin to question our motives. And that is it. Even for Christians, this year is going to be a year of distributions of blessings and God's vengeance. There's nothing about it. Hypocrites will be exposed. Pretenders, even in your relationship. Why? It is when you start being true to yourself, you're going to see the real identity of people around you by the help of God. Your relationships will become meaningful because you are getting truthful with yourself. You're being you. You're not pretending to be who you're not because you want to please people. Are you surrounded by friends that keep betraying you? Then take a break. Ask yourself, in the first place, why did I meet this person? Why am I being friends with people? Why do I have so much friends? How did I meet them? We need to start questioning our motives and being sincere with ourselves. That job you're doing at the moment, why did you apply for the job? Was it because you were in dead need of money? Or was it because for the position, the glamour that you're now working in one of the biggest companies in the region? Whereas within you, you're feeling so empty, stressed out, burn out. Like I said, the way forward this year, if you want to change the narratives and if you observe that things are not working, everything is not about just setting New Year resolutions. Everything is not just about praying. No. Oftentimes, we need to sit down to think. Yes, we analyze things, but we don't think. Many of us, we just, we brainstorm, I don't want to use the word think, but truly we don't do critical analysis. We need to start questioning our motives. Let me now go into practical day experience, practical living. Whereas if God is asking you to relocate to a particular state, but you decided, you analyze all the conditions or the inconveniences, it's understandable. And you now decided, I'll prefer to stay back, maybe in a particular place, or you prefer to go elsewhere. Question yourself, why are you going there? Is it because of your job? Is it because you still want to stay around some set of people? Is it because you still want to benefit from some set of advantage? It might be a job. God is asking you to resign a job and pick up something else which you think is of lower standard. If the whole job you are holding on to, if things start getting out of hand, question yourself. Why did I stay back? You might have 1,000 reasons why you stayed back, given to yourself, because you're still being superficial. But when you begin to go in depth, you will discover that your major reason was why? Because you did not want to let go. You're scared. You do not trust God enough to take care of you in the new job He's given to you. Many of us started that endeavor, that pursuit, even that degree with the wrong motives. Many of us are in ministry out of competition, jealousy, and envy of another young person that God is using valiantly. Who told you that God thinks the way men think? That is to say, many of us are where we are because we brought ourselves into those mess. And we keep expecting expecting God's blessings on it. No, God does not function that way. I'm sorry, I cannot predict God, but when you are disobedient, you are disobedient. When you do not trust God fully, if you do not believe in Him, then stop expecting His blessings. God will not bless your disobedience. That vision you started off with, is it truly out of passion to birth it? That house you just bought, you stressed out yourself taking loans upon loans just because you want to buy it. Why? Because you don't want to be left out of the circle of, your friends are already doing the same. And now in your closet, you find it so hard to sleep because brainstorming, how will you do this? How will you pay your debt? That job you're doing, deep within you, you're not happy with it. But you have to do it because you need to keep up with the Jones and Joneses. That relationship you hold, deep within you, know it's not the best. You know it's draining you. You know right within that it doesn't, it's not correlating with what you want. But because, he's not a bad person. He has some money, he's a good person, I want to be associated with him being a popular figure, we're deceiving ourselves. God is telling us that this year we need to start questioning our motives. Why are you buying that latest bag? Is it because you can truly afford it, or because you want to show off? Why are you always trying to do what your friends are doing? Many of us are just starting out on different projects and visions without thinking of how to go about it, without being fully prepared, without even having God's backing. But out of what? Competition, strife, envy, and jealousy. This year is going to be a tough year. So you either plan ahead or you scatter things yourself ahead. We need to get back to the drawing board of our lives. We all need to start questioning the real motives why we do things. By the time you filter everything that holds you down, you will be able to strategically position yourself in this year to run and scale through with focus, knowing fully whether you're doing the right thing. Doing the right thing, of course, will be difficult. I often tell people around me that I don't have the time to monitor someone else's progress because I'm so engulfed with the pursuit of my life. I don't have the time. I don't have the time to check what you're doing, your update. I'm yet to monitor all my mentors. I'm yet to keep a tab on all my results. Not to talk of not having the time. Why? Because I feel fulfilled in the little God has committed into my hands. I feel happy. I may not see the result, but I know I'm taking a step forward. This year, you need to chase peace, not broken pieces. This year, we all need to prioritize our peace of mind. There is a lot going on in the world. There is so much depression, so much dejection. People are dejected. People are committing suicide every day. I'm not trivializing what people are going through. So many of them are unexplainable. I understand. But majority of us, our problems is based on mundane things, insatisfaction of who we truly are. I'm challenging every one of us today. Get rid of your broken pieces and settle for peace of mind. You will become more happy, more satisfied, and you will be able to travel far. Fulfillment is not about how heavy the burdens you bring forward, but how light you travel so that you can travel far. Ponder on those things today, and you will have an amazing year. See you next time. Bye.